ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen and ladies, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to Game 79. Oilers are hosting the Sharks. 1 point, and the Oilers have clinched a playoff spot. Car flags are flying. Kids are playing. It is spring/summertime in Edmonton. We all know what that means. Guaranteed playoff hockey. Must be nice. Some cities have to never see playoff hockey. We get it yearly. Anyways, guys, hope you guys enjoy the stream. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I gotta put myself together. Without burying the lead, congratulations to Adam Henrique on Game 100 with the Edmonton Oilers. Darnell Nurse is 1 point away from 500. 3 points away from 500. 300. Well, you can't tell me you said 499. Any whoosies. He's a point away from a milestone. If he gets an assist or a goal tonight, graphic will be up later. Oh my goodness. Oh yes. Oh man, I bet it is. I bet it is. He will tell you how to pronounce his name, and then you will tell me, and then I will never forget again. Or as Chris Jericho likes to say, never again. Oh, you enjoy the game, man. You enjoy the game. It's going to be a great one. I honestly think it's going to either be a blowout for the Oilers or an overtime win for the Oilers. It's going to be one of two things. It's going to be a really close, low-scoring 2-1, 3-2 type of game, or the Oilers are going to take the boots to the Sharks tonight and just say enough's enough. Quit playing with our food. Ekholm is in the lineup. McDavid is in the lineup. You just made the list. I missed the list. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I missed the list. Such great Jericho stuff, eh? Like, if he isn't the, like, I know he's not the #1 all-time entertainer / professional wrestler in the world, but he's got to be in everybody's top 5, right? Like, at least everybody's top 5 as far as entertainment and mic work goes. Wrestling skills, he still got it. Like, I wouldn't put him, if you're just basing everything on wrestling skills, he's 10, maybe 11, but on pure mic skills, that guy's got to be in everybody's top 5. Just like you can't kid yourself, if you're going to rate CM Punk on just his wrestling skills, he's not even top 100 of all-time performers just based on wrestling skills. Now, when you throw in his mic skills, now you've made him a top 15 performer of all time, mixing all that together. But you got to put him in your top 5 for mic skills. Yeah. See, that comes to the point in life is you either die the hero or live long enough to become the villain. And I think that's what's happening to Jericho with AEW is he's becoming the villain. He's outlived his purpose in wrestling. With that gimmick, at least. Like, I remember when he was Y2J and he cut his hair and Vince was really pissed off at him. Like, Vince wouldn't put him on live TV. He'd always do dark matches or just house shows. And Vince told him, you need to wear a wig because I don't want you going out there as Y2J Chris Jericho with short hair. And he's like, well, sorry, Vince, I'm not growing my hair back out. So, this is what you're going to get for the next 3 years. And then the whole list came and the whole Jericho, like, he got away from Y2J and just became Jericho. And it's just crazy to me how busy his schedule is. Because we have to remember, guys, he is a lead singer of a really good band. And why are we not watching the hockey game right now? I thought the game started at it does start at 7:30. Yeah. Okay, well, I don't understand what the skimmer-rinky dinky dink skimmer-rinky doo is going on here. I love you. So if you want to watch the hockey game, you got to go to 360. Sportsnet 360, that is. I stand alone.
At least a point and hopefully 2 against the San Jose Sharks as we get set for the national anthems. If you're able, remove your hats and join the singing voice of your
Judas ate it. Judas ate my pie. Oh, I love the song Judas, man. Can you see
by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
No booze, love to hear that.
Oh,
are we finally over it?
Our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand for thee.
If the Nintendo Switch 2 is that expensive,
Well,
they better have things that the Xbox X, PlayStation 5 don't have. Because that's stupid. I'm sorry, but I'm a gamer, but I'm not spending that kind of money on a console that's going to go obsolete in 5 years. Fuck that.
Second of playoff berth, and that man, Calvin Pickard, ran his record to
Calvin
13-2
Pickard.
in his Oiler career after a loss when he got the nod over St. Louis just the other night. Wednesday, he stopped 24 shots in that game, and then last week he outdueled that guy, Georgi Romanov, looking for his first National Hockey League victory. And they went toe-to-toe
Georgie.
last week in San Jose. Edmonton scraped out a 3-2 victory. Romanov was good in that game with 35 stops, but obviously the advantage in experience decidedly with Edmonton and Matthias Ekholm. First game since March the 26th. Not only has missed 7 in a row, Louis, but 13 of the last 17 as Edmonton one by one. McDavid on Wednesday, Ekholm tonight, starting to get some of their horses assembled for a play.
We are underway. Oilers win the
McDavid
face-off.
wins the opening face-off. And he looked okay, Louis, don't you think, on Wednesday?
Looked pretty good. And he was a welcome addition back in the lineup. This is a stumble right in front of me here into the boards by Lund. But it's always a boost to the most of the lineup when you get your key players back, and they were jumping on Wednesday night.
McDavid between
Party book gets
Skinner
shared too.
and
Perfect.
Brown to start. Noah Gregor playing in his hometown, just sifted a backhander wide. Defensively, Nurse and Stetcher began the game for Edmonton as your starting line.
Hello,
Our
Evan.
friends at Scotiabank, believing there's a place for all Canadians in Canada's game. Here's Skinner, who scored the game winner in that victory over San Jose just 8 days ago. Pickard
8
stopping
days and 8
26
nights.
of 28, checking 27 of 29 to get the nod over the Sharks. Edmonton, 2 hard-fought victories over San Jose this year. Both 3-2. The first game, Ekholm tied it late, and Leon Draisaitl won it in overtime. Here's Bouchard across to Ekholm. A shot kicked wide of the net. San Jose has lost 7 in a row, dead last in the league by 5 points. Chicago is 31st. And
Here we go, boys.
Victor Arvidsson, and he's closed
Oh,
off
come on,
by
Arby.
Vlasic.
You got to be stronger on your stick.
The wily San Jose veteran. The last
That's way
vestige of
offside.
Some great Sharks teams throughout the aughts and the 2010s. Here's an offside whistle against the Sharks.
Eklund just a little bit too quick getting into the zone. Here's the stumble right now. It's McDavid on the backtrack on Lund, and both of them go hard into the boards. And Gregor gives a couple shots to McDavid in the back after that. Here's some good work down low by Celebrini, a young player trying to find his way at both ends of the ice. A nice defensive play to get out of the zone and out of harm's way.
Found his way on Wednesday to a hat trick and 5 points, becoming just the 8th player in the history of the league to put up a 5-point game at age 18. One of the other guys not in uniform tonight for Edmonton, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, who did it in his rookie year, 2011-12, in a 9-2 shellacking of the Chicago Blackhawks. Ty Emerson played in San Jose last year, tried to flick it back to Janmark. Alex Wenberg pressure up ice. He's going to be playing with William Eklund, his line mate with San Jose for Team Sweden at the upcoming World Championships.
Oh, Nick. Yeah, that was
Stetcher and Nurse trade
quite the situation.
and rifled down the middle. Defense, a full complement of 6 tonight. There was a race for ice time the other night, Louis, when the Oilers had 5. Here's a drive by...
Nice shot by Captain. Good save by Ramanov.
And Romanov, a tough early save through traffic.
Yeah, and some
They're
guys had to play some heavy
3 minutes gone in the first period. Still nothing. Shots are 1-0 Edmonton.
Right in that sweet spot. There's a right-handed shot coming into the dot.
Oh,
And Romanov with a really nice save, his second start in a row against the Edmonton Oilers. He's pulling off the Bjorn Borg headband here. That's old school. Adidas.
I like it. Well, that was also kind of Danielson, first karate.
Sportsnet 360.
Yeah. I like
Romanov
it.
I guess showing the Montreal-Ottawa game is more important.
For his first win. Just his second year in North America. Pretty solid in the American Hockey League this year for a Barracuda club. Trying to wrap up a spot.
Yeah, it was.
Calder Cup playoffs. Been a dry spell for them.
It was bad.
Noah Phil.
And you want to know where they're building the new arena? Closer to the Bow River.
Camden Dean might go tonight. Here's a turnover by Nurse. A quick chance. And rifled over the net by Tyler Toffoli, who's looking for his 30th goal of the season. Sitting on 29 right
They're
now.
building it closer to the riverfront. Not farther away, closer. Make that make sense.
4 different teams, pretty incredible. Found the youth, but he's a shooter, and he showed it right there. Just one stick on his puck pretty quickly in the
As soon as that game is over, Sportsnet Pacific, Sportsnet 1, Sportsnet Ontario is going to show the Oilers game. Sportsnet West is going to show the Calgary game at 8. Big implications on that game, though, for Ottawa-Montreal. Ottawa wins. They can get really close to Florida for third place in the Atlantic.
Yeah, lots of minutes for more people here. And as this pass by Nurse just kind of rolls off the stick, a little bit of a turnover just outside the zone, and Toffoli quickly turns this into a pretty good scoring chance. Goes to the outside, uses the inside. Nurse gets a little.
And that changes a lot. That means Tampa, Ottawa, Toronto, Florida.
He got it away in a flash, but Nurse, as he often does, with that long reach, good reaction.
I'm sure you guys seen going around the new 8 division proposal some fans want to make to the NHL.
Led to the eventual game-winning goal. Here's Bouchard in the net, set up by McDavid.
Power play coming up for the Oilers. I like that.
Here, less than 4 minutes into the game. And it's an Oiler power play that stumbled a bit in recent days without McDavid, without Draisaitl. They're 2 for their last 21.
Minor penalty hooking. Back-to-back games that Evan Bouchard has drawn a penalty from just activating and making a nice move down low. Here he gets tangled.
The score on this, though.
Right there en route, and it's Celebrini.
Yeah, but is that by design or by accident?
Casino, sports, and lottery all in one place. While the Oiler power play is
That's the way I look at it. Is it by design or by accident?
Some of the bodies missing from their lineup. San Jose has been leaking goals against on the PK. 10 in their last 8 games. Sharks 0-5-2 in their last 7. And a clear off the draw. Here's Wynn.
Yeah, how's it going, Trucker? I agree with that.
Trying to protect, stripped by McDavid. With Hyman and Henry. A shot blocked, a rebound thrown in front.
But can you imagine that playoff system?
Cleared by Barclay Goodrow.
What teams get in and what teams don't?
Without Draisaitl, who's still tied for the league lead.
That's the question, Barbershop. Do
with 9 as the most in the
they want to play Toronto round 1, or who would you rather have round 1, Toronto or Tampa? Hey, Northern, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by and saying hi.
As he knocks this one out of the air.
It's a high stick.
Defending here by the Sharks, and quick sticks, quick activation.
So, because I went through all the scenarios for that playoff format and what would make the most sense.
He's the best entry player in the league. With the puck on his stick, it's almost a guarantee he's going to get it into the zone with an entry and have possession. And there's not a lot of players in the league.
Foreshadowing, nerd. I like it.
There's another one. There's a couple guys in Tampa Bay that are pretty good at it too. But I would give McDavid still the nod as the best at finding that way into the offensive zone.
Wins the face-off from Zachos.
First commercial break, I'll talk about what I would...
About 20 minutes away from his hometown of St. Albert.
The 3 prospects that I see as playoffs and how it would line up.
Slash it up the right-hand side. Nurse looking for Corey Perry. Second unit has Jeff Skinner heading to the net with a backhander, and that's stopped by goaltender Romanov. And they...
What Oiler player just fell twice?
Romanov with Perry poised nearby, decided to freeze it.
They did wait a while, and I don't think Romanov knew where this was. This is a sneaky hard backhand right here by Skinner. And
nice.
The body drops down. He wants to make sure he has it there, as Skinner was sniffing around for a little bit more. Last 22 games against the Sharks for Connor McDavid, putting up numbers, 36 points with 13 goals. So the team that he's had great success against, among others.
Like 31 others.
Among a lot of others.
McDavid, 93 points coming into tonight. Tied for 7th in the league, needing 7 for an 8th 100-point campaign. They'll dish to Perry as Edmonton still with a half minute to go on this.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Perry swings it around.
No, Draisaitl's not playing.
By Wenberg, Nurse up top.
He will play against LA, though. You gotta think he's gonna play the final 2 games.
Bouchard tracks it down, tucks it inside to Skinner. Nurse looking for a lane. Bouchard.
17 seconds left to go in the power play for the Oilers. Nothing going so far.
Backhand trickles out in front. Perry kept it alive. Skinner kicked it back. McDavid. Little spin on Goodrow. Skinner. McDavid, brief bobble. Now back down low, and Perry trying to go backdoor, no one home. Here's a drive by Bouchard, and that missed and clattered off the corner boards, and Celebrini is out of the box. Celebrini right now 2nd in points and tied for 1st in goals amongst rookies after that 5-point onslaught. San Jose still coming up a goal shy on Wednesday, losing 8-7 in overtime and erasing a 7-4 deficit.
Yeah.
With 16 minutes left.
Gotta love it, eh, nerd? Like, doesn't make me look so bad when I forget to do things. They're paid professionals. I'm just a dude on a mic.
Jack Thompson for Will Smith coming off a 4-point game in his own right. Kovalenko trying to drag around.
Good play there by Ty Emerson on defense. Nice little poke check.
Go to the middle. Smith quickly to Celebrini. Cuts inside. Poked off his stick. Ruda takes a shot. That's deflected up on the plexi. Kulak.
That's another power play for the Oilers. You can't two-hand a guy's stick like that, dummy. Get something going on this, though. Like, come on.
Smith. So the 2 young players for San Jose both already have found the box. Edmonton looking to find the net on the power play when we return.
Okay, so this new format that I've seen the fans going around with, and it's going to sound crazy. I'm well aware that it's going to sound crazy. But I actually am a fan of what the proposal was and what it looks like and all that fun jazz. Of course you didn't send it to that chat. That would have been too convenient. Frick or frack. All right, so here's the proposal. Northeast, Buffalo, Montreal, Ottawa, Toronto. Metro, Boston, Jersey, Islanders, Rangers. Mid-Atlantic, Columbus, Philly, Pittsburgh, Washington. Southeast, Carolina, Florida, Nashville, Tampa. Now to the side we care about. Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, Winnipeg is the Northwest Division. Central Division, Chicago, Detroit, Minnesota, St. Louis. Southwest, Colorado, Dallas, Utah, Mammoth, Vegas. In the Pacific Division, you got Anaheim, LA, San Jose, Seattle. Now, 3-scenario playoffs. First scenario, top 2 teams in each division. That's your 16 teams. What would suck? What would suck is the Southeast. Either one of Carolina, Tampa, or Florida is going to miss the playoffs. In the Southwest, one of Colorado, Dallas, Vegas will miss the playoffs. Can you imagine being in those 2 divisions and having one of those 2 teams missing? Or there's my proposal. Top 8 of each division. Doesn't matter. Oh, Ekholm's gone again. Fuck a fucking duck.
Back, got hurt again left, and this is the 2nd time. Here's the penalty to Smith as he chops the stick of Kulak and breaks it in half. 2nd power play for Edmonton in success.
So my proposal to that is top 8 in each division. Obviously, we'll call one East Division, one West Division. Scores Evan Bouchard! 1-0 Oilers. Tickle in the rafters. Tickle in the rafters.
it changing direction.
Don't say that, Nick.
And again, if you're expecting 91.
No, you're not wrong, Barbershop. I'm with you on that one. I am absolutely with you on that one.
Goes another Louis.
Let's win this game handedly. And just everybody that McDavid and Henrique with the assist on the Bouchard goal. Great.
That much more of a difficult save for a goaltender. He had no chance. Once he's set in position, pretty hard to change.
Henrique, playing his 100th game as an Oiler, will pick up an assist along with McDavid. As Edmonton gets
So, yes.
a power play goal from Evan Bouchard, who, remember, waited 65
I've seen enough. No. Guys, I'm sorry. We're going to make Bouchard the highest paid player in the NHL. 21 years for 7 years, and I don't want to hear anything less. 21 million a year for 7 years. I don't want to hear anything less.
Special teams, you need a few saves. If you don't get either of those, you have no chance.
I don't want to hear it. 21 million a year.
And he's right.
I would agree with him.
You're going to get paid more than Draisaitl. You're going to get paid more than McDavid, McKinnon.
This 5-on-5 team.
All of them. You're now the highest paid player in the NHL.
I'll say
Watch
this,
you
as we
fold.
got an icing call against San Jose.
Now the San Jose Sharks causing icing. Obviously, it's tongue-in-cheek, and I joke.
Both talked about it. This is a young team, much like
Right?
Anaheim, but we felt
Oh.
excuse me, San Jose in the game against Edmonton. Listen,
Oh.
you said earlier, both games against Edmonton were 3-2. One in overtime, and one that took right.
You know what they say about pressure?
And they battle right to the end. So this team
It can make diamonds.
and they have some high octane.
Who knows? You give him that high max contract, he might become
McDavid to Bouchard.
Bobby Orr.
5-on-5. Here's Kulak centering it. Brown denied a second chance, and Romanov able to stop him twice. Brown coming off a 2-goal game, including the winner.
So in my scenario, I have two scenarios. My first scenario is top 8 in each division. In my scenario, I see the top 8 in the East always and forever being Toronto, Boston, New Jersey, Carolina, Florida, Tampa, and you can just pick from the other ones.
Goff's added 2 good saves by Romanov.
St. Louis
You called it, nerd.
second
Nerd, you
round.
called that.
Scored
That
the
was
first OT winner of his career earlier this season against the Blues.
Not
back
wrong,
in
Nick.
February. And then the other night, the latest goal he's ever scored in the NHL. Final minute to beat the Blues 4-3.
He kind of laughed and said, hey, not a bad time to be scoring clutch goals. So you kind of get...
I got into a pretty cool debate with a guy on TikTok last night. And I say pretty cool debate because we weren't angry at each other. We were having an actual healthy discussion. Where would Brock Besser go? Because obviously he's not signing in Vancouver. He thinks Chicago is better suited for Brock Besser.
The game winner.
His son thinks San Jose.
Vegas and Los Angeles.
What's good, Edmund? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing fine. Enjoying that California wine.
Home ice advantage.
1-0 Edmonton. Shots are 6-1 for the Oilers. They're 1 for 2 on the power play, but hey, here come the Sharks.
That was redirected into the corner. Shot off the back foot by Smith. Go down looking to atone for that penalty that has put the Oilers in front.
You're not wrong, Epic. You're absolutely not wrong.
Kulak the steal. 29
Which I kind of knew they would.
for time on ice.
Like I wasn't like you guys were all here. You guys have all been here. I've been praising what Skinner's done all year. I've been a fan of what Arvidsson's done all year. Yeah, I think like that was the other option too. You know what other option there is, and it's not a very bad option at all. Is Louis DeBrusque and Stuart Skinner are laughing with each other. Edmonton. Edmonton's not a bad option.
Up there to protect you.
Yeah, you gotta keep your head in the swivel.
Oilers have $14 million in cap space next year. We know we're going to be thin at forward.
My wrist embarrassingly thin.
Of course, there's a video going to be coming up about all of how thin we are going to be up front.
Got those gooseneck wrists.
And that was the debate that him and I had. If you guys want to know who he is, his name is Mav Sports on TikTok. Really great guy, really great content. Does live Oiler feeds on TikTok which I will be doing eventually. I just got to figure out how to get TikTok working on my computer so that it doesn't show the grid and all that useless stuff. Holy crap, purple hair tattoo. Put those away. Those are distractions.
Fortunately, is left in this first period once again, so we'll keep an eye on that to see if he is going to make a return.
The reason why I say Brock Besser would be a really good fit in Edmonton, he plays with a chip on his shoulder, and he can score.
Jamming out of the scoring. Perry came free on Lucas Carlson. Janmark tried to rake it out of there, but it was held in by the Sharks. Carl Brunstrom on the puck. San Jose 47-11, including just 12-26 in one-goal games. You look at the Oilers coming in.
But I honestly do believe Montreal. Hey, Stuart, how's it going? I honestly do believe Minnesota is going to be the best choice. No, I'm with you on that. I absolutely agree. Besser's going to take the home city discount and go back home for a cheap contract. Kind of a show-me type deal.
Funneled down low. That's going to be picked up by Emerson. And the second-year man will spin away from Wenberg and reset.
Lucky you, Drew Remenda. I don't even know if that guy's still around.
Oilers have permitted the Sharks just 2 shots in the first 10.5. Tossed in by Max Jones. 8 belts. Thompson finishing the check. Stetcher stays strong. Ostapchuk reversing. Thompson takes another hit, this time from Noah Phil. Here's Darnell Nurse. Lead pass, Phil. Able to reel it in. A shot. A kick save made by Romanov. Here's Jones back on the puck. Fires again. And Romanov the save. Wrap around and Jones had it. But he couldn't finish. Still looking for his first goal of the year. Thompson hammers off the boards. Nurse to Kapanen. Wheeling.
Oh, yeah. I want to see a Sam Bennett type player in Edmonton. That would be awesome.
Trying to find a lane. Nurse instead. A wrister. Kicked away by Romanov. What a shift for this fourth.
You know, it would be a real big kick in the nuts to certain fan bases in Canada if Mitch Marner signed with the Oilers on less than $12 million per year. One save there by Picard. Shots are 7-1 for the Oilers.
Official second shot as they've changed the shot clock up. Max Jones pondering a missed opportunity on the wraparound. Just slid off his stick, but Edmonton still up.
So to finish that thought with the playoffs, obviously you move out west with the top 8 teams. You got Edmonton, you have Winnipeg. You're going to have Colorado, Dallas, Vegas. Then you're going to have LA. You can throw in Minnesota there. So that's 7. So now you've got Calgary, Vancouver, Chicago, St. Louis, Utah, San Jose, Seattle battling for the final spot. Or my other proposal, top 16 teams. It doesn't matter what division, what conference you're in, top 16 teams make the playoffs. You know what I mean? Like, just take the top 16 teams regardless of where they play, how they play. You're the top 16 team, you make the playoffs. But I do like the new division. It'll make for great rivalries and great stories. But the playoff time could come sketchy because obviously you're going to have one division. Well, I'm looking at this, and you're going to have 2 divisions that are really, 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 really good. And you're going to have 2 divisions that are really, 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 really bad. No offense to the Mid-Atlantic and no offense to the Central. But that's what playoffs are supposed to be. You're not supposed to have an easy time in playoffs. That's what I hate about this new system. Oh, well, we did it for travel and the teams. Motherfucker, you know they take chartered flights. You know they go to the airport, they land like 2 hours later in the other airport. Like, that. Don't give me that BS. Oh, well, travel and time. They're professional athletes. Don't give me that. You make them do it in the regular season. That's one point I don't understand. You make them do it in the regular season. You make them go from West Coast to East Coast, Central to Midwest, West Coast to Central, and back-to-back games all over the place during the season for back-to-back games. Don't give me that crap that's not sustainable for playoffs.
You know that it's not equipment, it's medical. McDavid driving wide.
Right?
Lundgren, a good recovery, a sneaky pass inside. Skinner trying to go back door. Denied the first time. A save on.
Wow, Oilers were buzzing though. But that would be a cool 1990s throwback, eh? Colorado, Detroit. Oof. Yeah, just looking at these divisions. The Central Division is going to be weakest. That's offside for Edmonton. The Central Division is going to be weak as hell. The Mid-Atlantic Division is going to be weak as hell. The Pacific will have 2 strong teams. The Metro will have 2 strong teams. The Southeast will have 3. The Northeast will have 2 to 3. The Northwest will have 2 to 3.
A good pass by McDavid into the zone, so again creating. But for Ekholm, we watched him this morning. The morning skate, he was flying.
Yeah, stuff it, Nick.
To get back in the lineup, and sometimes, as we've talked
as a Rough Rider fan who had to go through the crossover twice to get to the playoffs, stuff it. No, I'm joking. I love the crossover. You know how to avoid the crossover? Put a team in Atlantic. Put a team in Atlantic in Halifax. There, no crossover needed.
There is no substitute for game competition. Here's Hunt.
Ekholm's not on the bench. He's hurt again.
Against Carlson down low. Arvidsson trying to slither one through to Henrique. That was broken up, chipped out by Kovalenko, but too hard.
Yeah.
That'll be an icing call against the Sharks.
Oh my God. Come on, man. Like, can we stop with these illnesses and freaking... Oh, my God.
Your best players, because they never like to be out. They want to play every single game. So a long-winded answer to your question. Yeah, sometimes you can think you're ready and you're not. I don't necessarily think that's the case here, but for Ekholm, he put the work in, he took the time off again to 7 games, and he felt he was ready. So you have to give it a chance. You have to try it out. You don't know how it's going to go.
Well, the other thing is, this is a contact sport. There's no guarantees. It might not be the pre-existing injury. It might be something else.
Exactly. And this game doesn't wait for you.
Stetcher to Kulak, punch through the middle. Janmark gaining the line, sending it in deep. Lindgren hustling back. Bouchard, a power play goal. That's the difference right now. Edmonton 1, San Jose no score. Bouchard with a puck. Nurse threw it around the board. So Edmonton
it's
right
fluidly related.
Defensemen as they did for a full game on Wednesday night of the week. Aforementioned win over St. Louis. Here's Gregor cutting to his left.
I hate the fact that I have so much trust with people. It is flu related.
Near the right shoulder. Gregor Kapanen to Noah Philp. You don't think he's fired up the play tonight? Philp, but shot smothered. Got it back, turned it in front, and that was whistled toward the net by Kapanen, deflected out of play. Got to tell you, this fourth line has been impressive to this point. Kapanen knocking on the door as he looks for his
him being out was flu related. Him being out now is injury related. He took a leg wrong. Probably just gave himself a Charlie horse. Worst case scenario, it's just a little bit of a stinger, a little bit of Charlie horse. Got to get some feeling back in your legs. But worst case scenario, he pulled something. He felt something pop. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to speculate. But yeah. I'm going to say this, guys, and you can take my advice or you don't take my advice. If you're an anti-vaxxer, don't take that on your kids. I say that with very much love in my heart for everybody that, and respect for everybody that you live your life, you choose to live the way you want to live. But if you're an anti-vaxxer, don't take that on your kids. Get your kids vaccinated. we don't need flus from your country. And yes, it's going to sound like I'm just a bad white guy saying this, but we don't need your flus that are relevant and prevalent in your third world country coming to Canada and hurting us because you refuse to take the vaccine. Please get your kids vaccinated before you come here. If you are thinking of being a refugee from any country that you are at, please get your kids vaccinated. Get yourself vaccinated.
Maybe the only time in oil country you don't mind if there's a drop in oil.
Well, I guess if you could use a fishing line for a marble rye, you could do it for an Oiler logo, too. Genius. Driving in, a shot by DeAndre on a rebound. Brunstrom did not pick up cleanly.
But again, I will never tell you and I will never not like you if you don't get vaccinated. It's just...
Back to him on a rebound.
I'm hearing so many horror stories from people with kids.
Here's a wrist shot by Goodrow.
And it's bad out there right now.
Jose had a couple chances there that just didn't get on net. Here's McDavid. Oilers clogging up shot lanes.
Yes, Eric.
Thrown to Bouchard by
He's playing in for the Eagles right now. I think they're the Colorado Eagles. Or are they down by a different name right now in the AHL? He's going to be playoff ready game 1.
Brown sifted back to Emberson. Bouchard to McDavid. Looked in front for Brown. Now takes it to the net. Back door.
What a goal! Ty Emberson makes it 2s. I don't have an Emberson one. Oh no.
And as you mentioned, against the San Jose Sharks, where he played last year, 30 games, came to Edmonton.
I guess you get this. First goal of the year for Ty Emberson, assisted by Connor McDavid. And Bouchard.
On the other one that was scored delayed 6 on 5. So, yeah, the captain is back.
2-0 Oilers.
Inside for Wenberg, and that's going to be broken up. Give the second assist to Bouchard, so he's got a goal and an apple in this game. 2-0.
Emberson, 2-point.
Carlson up. Eklund bounced it.
Bouchard started 2-point night. Goal and assist for Bouchard. Emberson gets a goal.
Is a point tonight against the Sharks, and they will wrap up a 6th straight trip to the postseason. Likely a first-round series against Los Angeles.
Yeah, Brady got one. That's a big monkey off his back. And to get it against his former team, too.
Monday night, and that could decide home ice definitively. Arvidsson a shot off the rush. Splayed out on the left pad is Romano. Here's Hyman. Spin move on Vlasic. And I don't fault for Romanov. I mean, he's made 3 terrific saves on Connor Brown from inside 15 feet.
3 minutes left to go in the first period. Shots are 11-4 for the Oilers. Score is 2-0. Yeah, I think so. Oh, bad giveaway though. Oilers, boo!
And San Jose right back in the game. if you're Kovalev.
That's a bad play by Bouchard, but an even equally worse play by Adam Henrique. Henrique needs to be better on the puck movement there. That's on Adam Henrique, the forward. Know your surroundings, my friend. You're not wrong, Epic. That is 100%.
Here's Perry trying to center. Kulak. One times it back to Perry. Wires it on him. Save made. Romanov down and out. Sharks cover it up. Top of the blue.
Shouldn't have been a penalty. He touched that puck in the blue crease with his hands.
Up the right hand.
Wow, got away with one.
He is not happy. He's having a conversation with the official all the way to the bench. Here's McDavid.
McDavid just did something with his stick. I'm going to have to pause that.
Gives it up. Perry.
2-minute first period. I'm going to look at that in the first commercial break. McDavid just did something with the puck I've never really seen before. That was kind of crazy.
With Tyler Toffoli, who stays on side. Eklund forced out wide.
1.5 left to go in the first period. 2-1 Edmonton. Shots are 14-5 for the Oilers.
Here's a drive from distance. A save made by Pickard against Liljegren. Henry Thrun. Wristed down low.
But yeah, Adam Henrique, if you want to be a playoff performer, you need to be better on that situation.
We come up on a minute 15.
You're giving Connor McDavid another penalty?
And this will be a hook.
Riddle me this, Batman! That happens to Connor McDavid 5 times a game. You guys never call that shit. You watch Connor McDavid every time he has the puck. He gets hooked, slashed, held onto, no calls. He does it one time and he gets a call? Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, that's twice. That's in 2 games that he's gotten a fucking penalty for shit that happens to him nightly. Fuck off with your bullshit reffing.
Plays it fairly well. Romanov hands off to
Such a
Celebrini.
joke.
All of a sudden, the Sharks have a chance to get this game tied. Final minute.
1 minute to play in the first period.
Looking for Celebrini, tried to set
Like, I'm serious, guys. I don't care if that's a penalty. Yeah, that's a penalty. Then fucking call it when he's got the puck and he's the one that gets hooked. Call it when he's the one that gets slashed in the hands.
Connor Brown, who's hovering. The
What a
drop-off
joke.
for Celebrini. Tries to dish, deflected out, Wenberg. Toffoli. Celebrini tried to center half fan on it. Toffoli got it back to Wenberg, and now Celebrini. Tried to thread it through to Eklund, and that was broken up by Connor Brown, who took it away. Romanov doesn't challenge. Centered in front. Romanov a save on Kasperi Kapanen. Boy, Brown and Kapanen have had all kinds of
13 seconds left to go in the first period.
10 seconds to go.
2-1 Edmonton.
Celebrini wires it down.
But again,
Want to battle again.
I'm okay with that being a call.
Back to Carlson. A shot at the
I'm
boards.
okay with that being a call.
And San Jose will have a power.
100% that's a penalty, a penalty, a penalty, a penalty. 100% that's a penalty. But then fucking call it the other way. I'm sorry. Like, this is what I mean. Like, if it's a penalty, okay, cool, call it. We'll be okay with it. We can ride or die with it. But make sure you fucking call it when he gets hooked, crossing the blue line. Every time he crosses the blue line, there's a stick in his hands. Only difference is he doesn't fall down like a little baby. Oh, I got a hook in my hand. Oh, I'm going to fall over. God damn. Just, the leagues and the reffing this year has been so bad. It's bad when you have guys on TNT talking about it. And to those 2 fucking knuckleheads in LA, I don't know who they are. They do some stupid podcast in LA. The guy always has his LA Kings sweater on. Saying that Byfuglien goal. Yeah, I know his name is Byfield. But that Byfield goal was such an awesome goal. It was top 10 goal of the year. He held on to the other guy's stick. You could clearly see that he's got 2 sticks in his hand. A fucking penalty is a penalty is a penalty. Oh, for all you guys bitching that was holding the stick. Because it is, you dumbass. Call a penalty, that goal doesn't happen. Fucking, like, I can't wait till we play LA. And we beat the snot out of LA. Anyways, out of town scoreboard, and I'm going to run upstairs and get a ting. Couple of games in action. Ooh. Close your eyes, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to want to see this. The Red Wings beat the Lightning 4-3 in overtime. The Senators beat the Canadiens 5-2. The Wild, 0-0 with the Calgary Flames right now. 15 minutes left in that first period. After one in Edmonton, shots are 15-6 for the Oilers. Score 2-1. San Jose will start the second period on a 50-second power play. Oh. Yeah, I've heard of flow hockey. I can't afford to pay their premium prices to watch anything, though. It's cool that they have it all there, except for NHL, but I can't pay for that subscription fee. No, it's a website for streaming AHL games, Swedish Elite League games, Dell League games, NCAA games. Stuff that the NHL doesn't care about. Which is everything not NHL. That bothers me that he got a penalty. That... Oh, that'd be cool, man. Oh, that would be epic. RNH doing RNH things. The Street Hockey League in the 90s. Yeah. Slam Ball was awesome. I miss Slam Ball. Yeah, no, I would too. I get to watch all kinds of hockey too. I just gotta pirate it a different way. Like when I tell you guys I do watch a lot of hockey. I probably shouldn't watch as much hockey as I do. The Dell League, man, that league is gonna be... I wish you could challenge penalties. Yeah, but then that's making the refs look like idiots. And the league doesn't want that. I think it was Sheldon Surrey, to be honest with you, with the Pros versus Joes. Oh, that is awesome. Are they really? Oh, give me half a second. Sorry, guys, I'm going to have to revert my attention to my side TV for just a second. I want to see if I can get the Condors game on it. Hey, mountain what you down, gonna burn it down. I'll be the money maker. Do, 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 do. Oh, Bluey. Oh, brother. But yeah, no, it's something else, man. Like, remember how I was telling you guys, like, next season we're going to have so much money? We're going to have roughly $12 million in cap space next season to use. That's also including like, we're not going to re-sign Corey Perry, obviously. We could re-sign Jeff Skinner. We're not. We're going to re-sign Connor Brown. Kapanen's gone. Trent Friedrich will be re-signed as much as people don't want that. He will be re-signed to team-friendly money. Klingberg will be gone. Evan Bouchard has arbitration rights. Let's hope the Oilers can get that deal done. Both our goalies are signed for next year. We might lose Cameron Wright. Derek Ryan won't come back. Yarventi's not. I had high hopes for Yarventi. Unfortunately, he might not come back, and that's okay too. They have the SPHL here too? Jesus. They have everything, eh? SHL, college, USHL, CJHL. Wow. The MHL? Is that the SJHL? Yes! Weyburn versus Flin Flon. That's right, they're in their finals already. Weyburn versus Flin Flon, that's awesome. That is cool, man. They do have the AJHL, Diane. They do have the Fort McMurray Oil Barons. Oil Burns. We're in at home tonight, Bakersfield. It's 1-0 Bakersfield. All right. Colin Delia. Goalie on record. Kyle Mayhow gets the goal. Assisted by Hamlin and Savoy. All right. I might have to come to this channel more often there. Seriously, Edmund, I might have to come to this channel more often when I'm not on game days doing this with you guys. Check it out. This has everything. Wow. All on one page. You don't have to click back and forth from page to page. Wow. I like it. I might actually have to see how much this costs me to sign up and just put it on the credit card. But you know the rule. If I put something on a credit card for me, I have to go buy the wife something nice on the credit card for her. The AJHL. Oh my goodness. Who's in their playoffs? Grand Prairie versus Calgary is the AHL final. Grand Prairie versus Calgary. Wow. Calgary beat Drumheller to make it to the final. That's crazy. Whitecourt lost to Grand Prairie. Man. Oh. Oh, wow. Wow. She says 1 year of both would suffice. Oof. Oof, Malone. Dude, this is doable. Oh no, that's not doable. That's, oh geez. I thought that was, I read the product wrong. I completely read that product wrong. Billed annually. What is the annual subscription? Well, it doesn't really tell me now. Boop. $203 a year. Oh my goodness. Ouchies. Yet no, I can't afford that. Next year though. Your wallet, my wallet is empty right now. I opened up my wallet this morning and moths flew out of it. That's how shameful my wallet feels. No, that is actually a really cool website to see things. Gabriel Landeskog returns for the Colorado Eagles. Of course, he's playing against the Silvertips. He does look way too friendly, eh? Wait, what? Spud Kings versus Mustangs. Who the hell are the Spud Kings? That's hilarious. Idaho Falls Spud Kings versus the Ogden Mustangs. What a great freaking name. What a great freaking name. The Idaho Falls Spud Kings. That might have to be my fantasy league hockey team name. What did McDavid do at the 2-minute mark? Okay, so I was just watching that too. I multitask for you. So what he did do was he took the puck. Now imagine it's on a string. Obviously, it's always on a string when McDavid has the puck. But it was literally on the string. He flipped it up, but it didn't go up anywhere. It just was flipped up. I'm gonna have to record it on my phone. To create space, he flipped it up, but it didn't like flip up and go anywhere. It just, it's like it was magnetized to his stick. He flicked the puck up and he didn't. Wow. I'm watching it again. Like the hands in tight with this kid. He goes around 3 defenders with the move. Wow. Like I said, wow. Blame the ADHD? Absolutely blame that. No, absolutely. That blame that. Yeah. Blame that one. The Oil Barons lost to... Who did they lose to? The Drumheller Dragons, the Kodiaks. Who the hell is WCW? White Court Wolves? Man. Power play for the Oilers again.
Yeah, penalty 23 is 2 minutes for high sticking. 2 minutes for high sticking, Aaron. Good penalty killing once again. You're going to see this puck up for grabs.
Let's go 3-1. Yeah, you're not wrong, eh, Nick?
3 penalties now taken by the San Jose Sharks. A power play goal already for Edmonton, and they're back on it again.
Oh, that is awesome, dude. Edmund, as soon as these tariffs are done, I'm sending you a package.
Face off. Back to Bouchard, who scored a power play goal in the first. McDavid feeds Bouchard. Back to McDavid. Cross ice. Henry. One-timer Bouchard. And that was blocked and shattered the stick of Delandria. So now it's 5-on-3.5. McDavid in front. Denied by Romanov. And a rebound whacked wide by Arvidsson. Good pursuing the puck. McDavid kept it alive. Remember, only 3 sticks for San Jose. Bouchard, McDavid crossing, and that was tipped.
Oh, jeez.
Change, so no hope for
Please,
San Jose.
right? Just score on it. Shoot, 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 shoot! I feel like that grandpa up in the stands watching us play mites. Shoot!
No shot. Arvidsson.
Man.
McDavid fires.
Shout out to the High Prairie Eagles
Holding that near post. McDavid
and the Lakeland Eagles in McLennan.
McDavid
McDavid slap shot off the post. If you guys know where High Prairie McLennan is, you are heroes. And we're just going to pass it.
Bouchard. Edmonton continuing to buzz. McDavid and his pass.
Yeah, buzz, but do nothing with it.
Keep it in. 40 seconds on the power play. Henry through a screen. A rebound battled for by Arvidsson. Romanov.
Oh, at least they hit some posts, took some shots. Nothing to show for it, though. Good defensive play by
Boy, what a
San Jose,
long
though.
time to try and defend without a stick for Ty Dellandrea, and he has this shadow right out of the gates of this one-timer by Bouchard. That's how he scored the 1-0 goal in the first period, and then Edmonton just goes to work.
Yeah, I did.
Keep shots happening.
That is amazing that it shows all those games. Diane's going to hate me, by the way.
And put it off the bar, but multiple chances around that net, and eventually
I'm going to have my headphones on from like morning to night.
I like how this Romanov battles. I mean, he doesn't have a great deal of help in front of him. Edmonton's gonna
Nick, you're scaring me, man. You're scaring me.
Over the last 8 days, he's made some pretty good stops.
You're really freaking me out, man.
Sturdy on Noah Gregor. And
The North Peace
McDavid
Hockey
looking
League.
to dial it up one more time. 20 seconds left in the penalty to Barclay.
Yeah.
Goodrow. McDavid gains the line.
Yep.
Nurse across to Kulak. Skinner in the slot. Pressured by 2 Sharks. Nurse, McDavid to the net. Shimmies around Liljegren.
I'm scared to ask how old you are, my friend, because I think I might know you. Like, we might know each other in passing. No goal on the power play. Like, I'm being serious when I say that. I think we might know each other in passing.
Here's Skinner trying to stuff it in tight to Matthias
Shaw Husky.
4 shots and a goalpost for Edmonton on that last power play, but the Sharks again showing a propensity.
I've played in that barn, my friend.
Stick around. This is going to be an ice.
I've played against the Grimshaw Huskies.
As we go down to our Gene Principe.
Hey, Jack and Louie, tonight is your last chance to get in on the Oilers.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh, see, I was raised up north in McLennan High Prairie area. So when I tell you the Lakeland Eagles, man, that was the team I played a few with.
19th season. Here's Smith across
Back in the day.
And that was tipped away
Back in the day.
Olsen, able to gather for Edmonton, tripped up.
Yeah, way too many passes. I agree, Barbershop.
Romanov up the left-hand side. Kovalenko and for Will Smith. Kovalenko's father.
Back in the day, Cannon Cunningham.
Goal campaign
Oh, wow.
that Louis DeBrusk said
Dude.
he was a key part of back in 1997. But Cole's a little give and go. Ducked inside. Knocked off a stick. Brown.
The North Peace Hockey League is effing wild.
You were telling me you were a valuable decoy. for
And
Kovalenko's
it's because of the players that play in it. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There is a lot of Aboriginal, Native American players that play in the North Peace Hockey League that are fucking superstars. And this is what hurts me the most about being Native American. How many Native American hockey players have you seen in the NHL? And it's not a knock
He
on...
literally just came back to the bench, so they're no longer without 5. He's going to.
Yeah, it probably is. It probably is. No word of a lie. Theo Thury played, yep.
Just lost Mario Ferraro. Broke his
Yeah.
ankle last game against Minnesota on a block shot. And he's
Yep.
really been a workhorse for a team that's been banged up. They basically
I
turned
played around that
the
time
tempo.
Theo Thury
Remember,
played, just to
they
kind of
gave
give you
us
guys
some
an
CeCe
age
Wallman
range
as
of
their top
how old I
pairing
am.
defense. CeCe traded in Dallas, Wallman's in Edmonton. Unable to go for a second straight game
Yeah,
tonight.
He used 45 different players this season, so that's a lot.
I played against Theo Thury for one shift. You can definitely tell, even though he was washed up NHL, he was still NHL.
But the key for me, Louis, is among those
And when I tell you guys a washed up NHL player can outskate a prime beer league player or a prime men's league player, I'm not lying to you when I say that. Good hit. Great hit. Third and Fleury had hands. Like, you would think that he was a 50, 70 goal scorer in the NHL with the hands Thurn Fleury had. The hands, the speed. Man. He thought the game quicker than most of the guys on the ice could play it. Like, you could honestly say he was out there playing chess while everyone else was playing, like, hopscotch. That is how good of a guy, like, how good he was on the ice. I played one shift against him, and my coach said, yeah, get off the ice. You can't keep up. And I was fast. Like, I thought I was good. Not as good as that guy.
This year as well, and
And when you hit him,
Yeah, it's hard to find
you felt the
consistency.
hit.
You've got
Like,
that
you
many
hit him,
players
but he was
rotating
built
through the
like,
lineup.
And of course, trading away a number of players at
man,
near the deadline,
they're in flurry, man.
including Wall.
Great guy off the
On
ice, though.
left-hand side, Sharks have not been to the postseason.
No, that's exactly right. Like, a lot of us didn't get paid to play that. I can't say we got paid, but we did have other jobs, obviously. But they paid us. It was like $1,000 a game or something, so it wasn't very much. I think back, like, if that. So it wasn't much, but you did get paid. What a small world, eh? Yeah.
Tipped by Stetcher, then a shot from a sharp angle that's kicked away by Picker. Another shot tipped home. Cam won in a battle with Darnell Nurse.
Darnell Nurse needs to be better on that puck, though. 2-2, guys.
And we are tied at 2.
Oh, bad turnover by the Oilers again. Nurse needs to be better on that, though. 2-2.
But because he was in that blue paint,
Yeah, you don't clear the puck, other team's going to make you pay for it.
Jose has tied this game.
Brun's second goal this year and the 5th of his NHL career. Yeah,
His second goal of the year.
Off a Nurse's skate live speed. But you're right, there was traffic there. And give Lund credit for basically forcing Nurse to play the man and not the puck. Here's a shot that drifts.
San Jose's buzzing now, boys.
From Lilgren. Rebound played back.
San Jose's all over us now.
Rallied from a 2-goal deficit, and now a red shot.
Time for Picard to show us why he should be Game 1 starter. Even though I think that it's still going to be Stuart Skinner.
Check by Kulak. Came free. Ruda able to hold the
Why is
zone.
what so bright?
Rink wide, Jeff Skinner able to pick it off. Here's a lead pass. McDavid one-handed and on net.
That's not a penalty, ref. So McDavid getting the hooking call was a call, but him getting taken down is no call. We get it.
Backhander that drifts wide. Stepping up Yanmark. He'll pound it down low.
Right?
Run from Eklund is how they're calling it. For San Jose on the equalizer, we are tied at 2. Ostapchuk ahead for Will Smith. Scored a late first period goal to give the Sharks some life. I mean, at that point, 4 shots in 17 minutes.
But that's the brutalness of power play.
Smith unable to get there.
Oh,
Second time he did backhand it across the line.
sorry about that.
Anderson jackknifed over the boards by Celebrinius. He got it in deep. Perry knocks it down against Thompson. Interior pass broken up, intended for Podkolzin and lifted back through center. Here's to Bouchard, and that went off Celebrinius.
I don't know, guys. It's just one of those days, man. It's one of those games where definitely Oilers should be winning by a lot.
In the first period. Give Romanov credit. Could have been a blowout early. Here's Jones. Threw it in front. Eklund able to snatch it away and one-handed ahead for Toffoli.
And you're not wrong when you say that. You're not wrong. It's every superstar in this league doesn't get benefit of doubt calls. But as soon as they do something, it's automatic arm in the air. This league does things ass backwards to help.
From the red line. Toss it ahead for Wentberg. First on the puck is Bouchard.
Nice. Condors keep the good work going.
Waiting at it to Foley. Lilgren in a fierce battle with Max Jones. Toffoli ends up sending it off the glass and back inside the Edmonton line. Emerson against Carl Grundstrom. Here's Kulak. Adam Henry.
Well, there's a hook in the hands. No call there, though, eh, ref?
Barkley Goodrow. The Sharks don't know this is supposed to be a celebratory night, fan appreciation.
It's fan appreciation night in Edmonton.
They don't care. Here's Ruda against Arvidsson.
guy just lays on the Oiler player, and that's allowed.
They don't know it's a damn show.
Is Hyman playing? You better tell him that.
They want to play.
Here's Gaudreau. He'll chip it in.
If Hyman's playing, you better tell him that, because I think he forgot that he's still wearing a blue and orange uniform. Hey, Dan, how's it going? Honestly, I think that's one person I've been a little disappointed with since the injuries is Hyman. Hopkins picked up his game. He's obviously sick tonight. Arvidsson picked up his game. Brown has picked up his game, but Hyman is, I don't know, man. Saving it for playoffs? Skinner's picked up his game. 10 minutes left to go in the second period. 2-2's the score. Shots are 18-9 for the Oilers.
Down the middle of the ice, Noah Gregor makes certain to get it in deep. Pickard will give it a look. After the puck is Cam Lund. Centering pass, celebrating, broken up. Connor McDavid brings it through neutral, heading for the net. Drop pass, Bouchard, drag move around one, and then a close save made by Romanov.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Flash in the leather right there, Romanov.
Not wrong about that at all.
Pass stretched up the ice to McDavid. One-handed brings that to the net, and Romanov with the save.
One-handed gets hauled down with no call on the play. Hey, ref. But he slashes or hooks a guy one time and a arm goes up. Yeah, you're not wrong. There's something definitely wrong. Good God. Oh my God. Man, my hometown team sucked balls this year. Worst team in the league by far. Weyburn Red Wings versus Flin Flon Bombers. That's some crazy shit. Don't say that and don't use that as an excuse. Forget that noise. Control your pecker. James Hamlin assisted by Prokop and Pitlick.
The Calder Trophy is up.
Oh, of course, we're going to talk about freaking the San Jose Sharks team and how great they are. Man, these guys can't help themselves, I swear to my God.
Because he's a defenseman, he has 64 points, and he's dazzling with the way he plays, but Celebrini making a case. 5 points last game brings him right up with Michkov, tied for goals, and he's trying to track down Hudson.
You talked about the races. Edmonton with a point tonight.
So next commercial break, I got a story to tell.
Not only a playoff spot, but in fact
It's a good one. You guys might want to hear it.
Division. McDavid put one into the pass.
It's not really a story, but a factual thing that's going to happen. And it's going to piss you guys off.
Looking for anything, maybe a little
I don't
redirection
care.
on route, a rebound off of Pad Romanov's been good in tight.
Word on the street is Picard starts on Sunday against the Winnipeg Jets, and Stuart Skinner gets the start on Monday against the LA Kings. Why is that important, and why am I saying that now on a Friday night and not waiting until Monday for you guys to see who the starting goalie is? Reasons. Right? Really, Nick?
Rebound front. Behind the net, Wenberg. LA plays at home to Colorado on Saturday afternoon. And then head-to-head with Edmonton, as we told you, Monday night at Rogers Place. Liljegren up the right-hand side. That's going to be slapped in.
The coach is doing a thing that people are mad at him about doing.
Gulak will get it back from Podkolzin.
How do you get a bruise on your thigh?
Their way into this one after being dominated for the first 17 minutes. Arvidsson up to Janmark. Well defended by Jack Thompson. Presses him against the boards, allowing Smith to come over and attempt to make a play on the puck, which he can. And another save by Romanov as Podkolzin got it to Arvidsson. Cleared up the middle.
But yes, the coach wants Skinner to play on Monday against LA with a tired team in front of him, just to see if he can be trusted in round one.
Heading for the net, dishing Smith a one-timer, and that was whistled high off the glass. Carlson celebrating. Smith a bit of a drive-by, a little frustrated. As he comes to the bench, Nurse gathering steam. He'll shoot it on net, low glove. That's handled by Romanov. Late decision to play it. And off to Lucas Carlson, a long-time American Hockey League defenseman. Delandria shot off the rush. Handcuff Pickard, centering pass, chipped wide by Grunstrom. The Sharks continue to work. Delandria just one goal all year long. Liljegren trying to jam it in front, swing and a miss by Goodrow. And scampering through the neutral zone is Max Jones, trying to clear out some space for himself.
Yeah, he'll play LA in game 81 and then San Jose on game 82.
Punished by a hit by Noah Phil.
So he'll get the back-to-back games there. He'll get LA, San Jose to end the year. I'm okay with it. I know a lot of fans, when they heard that might be the decision, were very upset and very pissed off, saying this coach is an idiot.
Through the middle, hard collision between Gulak and Delandria. Did he get his stick up? Delandria might be heading off here. And that's a penalty that the Sharks.
What do you mean that's not a call? You cross-checked him in the mouth, you boosh.
Building.
Shut up.
Let's see, Delandria. Yep.
You can't do that, you dummy.
And it's called Edmonton back on the power play.
Let's get a power play goal here, Oilers. Like, this is your fourth power play of the game. Let's go.
We ask the tough questions.
1 for 3 so far.
F-150 looked as good as.
But no, like that's exactly what I would have done as a coach. Who is my starting goalie going to be in the playoffs round 1, game 1 against a team that I play late in the year? And if Stuart Skinner is my guy and I'm going to need to rely on him, I'm going to give him that test in the regular season. You're not wrong, Epic. They got to get one here in a bad way. So give him the game. Give him the game against LA. He does bad. Well, now you know the answer. Picard, you're getting round 1. Like, we're not even going to ask that question. Number 74, sit on the bench. Calvin Picard is going to be our starting goalie for round 1 of the playoffs. Flip side, he does good. Stewie, we're going to run with you for at least 2 games in the first round. At least 2. You got to give him the 2 games. If things completely fly off the rails and he shits the bed in game 1, you have the safety blanket, like you said. You got the safety blanket of Calvin Picard. But let's hope we don't have to use it. Let's hope this break for Skinner cleared his mind. He dealt with the things he had to deal with the off-ice stuff. I don't think so, Nick. I don't think they're going to rest their players. Especially if the Oilers win tonight and LA loses on Saturday. Oilers can take over second place. I think LA wants home ice advantage too much to have them sit their players. But anything is plausible.
The rebuild will begin this summer. We wish them luck.
McDavid on an Oiler power play as Edmonton looks to regain the lead. Sharks have rallied from a 2-0 deficit. Bouchard to McDavid, wired, dropped by Romanov, and he's able to squeeze it just in time.
But remember, the Oilers are coming off a back-to-back. They'll be Winnipeg on
Yeah, he is.
Sunday, Edmonton on
He
Monday.
has gone off the bench and
Travel.
down tunnel, and That's why Corey Perry is on this power play for net front. Here's the last shift we could pick up and where maybe something had happened. A little collision here where he kind of stumbles to come back inside.
Little collision, lots of
You'll
interference.
see as he changes
A hell of a lot of
direction,
interference
takes a
not
little bit of a
called.
cross-check and
Holy fuck, like, you call McDavid for a little hook and you're just missing that?
The draw. Spun it back to
I don't
Bouchard.
get it.
Henrique and Perry in the slot, a drive by Bouchard, and that was blocked and cleared by the San Jose
I don't
Sharks.
understand the
We come
league at the
up on
best of
6
times.
1/4 to go in this second period. McDavid, who set up both Oiler goals tonight. Bouchard and Emerson staked Edmonton to a 2-0 lead. Smith late in the first, run early in the second. We've got a brand new hockey game. San Jose will change it up on the kill as Edmonton comes up ice. With still a minute in the high stick to Ty Dellandrea. McDavid working his way through to Adam Henrique. Back to McDavid, who's sitting on 95 points this year. Arvidsson, Bouchard, McDavid trying to get it back to Arvidsson. Good read by San Jose. They
Way
were
too
ready.
passy
Little
again.
Chuck did not get it out. However, another
Way
deflection.
too
This
fucking
time, Noah
passy.
Gregor tapped it down, and that at least got it back to center. Arvidsson didn't handle
Ugh.
the lead pass from Bouchard. It stroked around to Lucas Carlson, got caught up in Corey Perry, though. Henrique gave
Keep
way
giving
to
them power
Arvidsson.
plays. They're not going to
Edmonton
score
still
on
has
it. They
life
pass
on
it
this power
around.
play. Perry. Arvidsson, as McDavid sneaks down low and receives a pass
Man.
from Perry. Out to Bouchard, looking for a lane, shoots, and a save made by Romanov. Bouchard given another opportunity. Peering inside, cross ice McDavid, down low Perry, and he clubbed it wide. And the penalty is over.
Nothing going on a power play.
3 shots on net for Edmonton.
3 shots, that's it.
7 on the last 2 power plays. McDavid in front, and then Skinner just wide. Adam Henrique saucered across. One-timer. Nurse took it, and it pinballed out Dellandrea with a chance to clear. He does. Noah Gregor back to Dellandrea, heading for the net. And that wrist shot disrupted by Darnell Nurse. Back to 5-on-5. Connor Brown shovels ahead. Nurse with a notion, but his shot disrupted at the last moment by Thompson. Held in by Skinner. Classic hard rip, but Janmark picked it off the dasher boards. Put it behind the net. Connor Brown didn't get there. Kovalenko nearly gave it away. Jeff Skinner won't let him out of the zone. And now emerges with puck possession. Fights off one check. Drops it off for Nurse. A shot. Dropped by Romanov with the rebound. Snatched away by Kovalenko. And this time the puck does get out. 3:45 to go. Brown locates Janmark.
3.5 left to go in the second period. 2-2 is the score. 26-12 are the shots. 27-12 are the shots.
Doesn't always handle it cleanly at first, but eventually will stick that one in his hip pocket. He's been peppered, but he's got 25 saves. Here's Corey Perry. I said...
Oh, this team's not good enough on the power play right now. Something is broken and definitely needs to be fixed. Oh. Dueling one-timers between Dry and Ovi. Unfortunately, you're not going to see that, Nick. Ovechkin and the Washington Capitals are going to get put out round 1 against the Montreal Canadiens. Yep, 2 posts. Ugh. Ay, 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 what the hell happened? What the heck? Where'd y'all go? interesting.
Heady company, Jack, in this conversation, and pretty safe to say, not the last one for McDavid.
Yeah.
He's got a bunch more, I think, in his career, if not more. A pass-first guy and always looking to set up his teammates.
5 away from 8 100
Yeah,
point
can't wait to have both of them in the lineup
in his
again.
first 10 years. And of course, one was disrupted by a broken collarbone. That was when he was a rookie, and it took a pandemic to deny him the other one, when he was sitting on 97 points and the Oilers still had 11 games to play. And this guy has just done things you haven't seen in the league in a quarter century. Here's Noah Phil. Chip it in deep. Oilers trying to beat the Sharks for a 13th time in their last 14 meetings over a 4-year period.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
Shot coming. Eklund had it blocked. Stepping up, Jack Thompson.
We are very blessed to have a guy like Connor McDavid in the lineup night in, night out.
To make it easy. Noah Phil gets it in deep. Well, the Ducks took 3 out.
We are very spoiled. We got Gretzky and then we got McDavid.
After being
Oiler fans are very, very spoiled, and I think they know that.
in the prior 3 seasons. This year, San Jose hasn't broken through head-to-head against the Oilers, but they played them tough twice. They're doing it again tonight. Who left? The Darnell Nurse. Turned over.
Nurse turns the
Here's
puck
a
over.
chance. So stop Chuck. Rigorous shot fought off by Becker.
Bad giveaways by the Oilers defense again.
Thompson. Oh, stop Chuck.
At least 7 giveaways in our zone alone.
Depth players trying to get to work. Saw Edmonton's fourth lineup a couple of real strong shifts in the first period.
Yeah, a little bit of mismanagement again. Every time Edmonton turns over the puck in zone, it seems like...
Wow, talk about a hook.
Here's another
Like the guy hooked Nurse and got away with it. A little bit of a can opener. Ah, I'm a referee, I didn't see it. I'm looking right at the fucking play, but I didn't see it. Fucking pathetic.
Here's Nurse up the right-hand side and out beyond Ruda.
Ugh.
Possession for San Jose, and it's ripped back in by Celebrini. Celebrini and Smith both open the slot.
And not play careless when they're on the ice.
Celebrini trying to jam it in tight. Arvidsson will carry it up ice. Game tied at 2. Lobbed in. Romanov will knock it down for Thrun. San Jose had been outshot by a better than 2-1 margin before that last shift. But here's a lead pass that Eklund's unable to get a puck touch on, and it's icing against the Sharks.
Getting what you want isn't out of reach. Experience true flexibility with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, those are sick jerseys.
Good work down low, and Smith gets this
Damn,
away in a
man.
flash as he's ready for this pass from behind the net. Kovalenko, Celebrini, and Smith really finding chemistry. 3 young guys.
High up on the post there. Might have met
That's
the elbow,
awesome.
But the bottom line is the Sharks that close, and here's Eklund beating McDavid down the right-hand side, fighting him off a couple times. Jan Ruda's shot. And that was deflected right
45
to
seconds left to go in the second period. 2-2 hockey game.
Second period. Oilers look to regain the lead. McDavid entering the zone. Skinner crossing. That was partially deflected. Nurse
We have Nurse and Bouchard as a pairing tonight. I'm not a fan of
to
it.
Jeff Skinner.
Wallman needs to get back.
Line for Bouchard.
Wallman, Ekholm, you need to come back because this new Bouchard pairing will be the death of us. It'll definitely be a death of 1,000 cuts.
Sitting on 299 points coming into this one. To Foley, circling. He's dangerous. Penalty against Edmonton.
There's a penalty for that?
Centering at the horn.
Oh!
And a power play to start the third and a 2-2 tie after the trip against Nurse.
For tripping.
You're going to call that.
Nurse took a healthy run here.
You're going to call that. Of course you are, because you're an idiot fucking ref. Congratulations. He didn't trip him. The guy tried to get out of his way. Nurse was fucking just standing there. Oh, wow. All right. Woohoo! San Jose gets a power play to start another period. Because of course they do. He has no choice right now. Who else is going to play? Wallman's out, and Ekholm's gone for the game. So now you've got Nurse, Bouchard, Kulak, Emberson playing as your defensive pairings right now. I'm not worried. I'm not going to ride this team too hard right now because it's who they're missing in the lineup. If this was their full lineup game in, game out, I'd be more concerned. But this isn't their April 20th lineup. So I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. These are throwaway games. This team is a playoff team. And worry about tomorrow when tomorrow comes type of thing. Out of town scoreboard. Sharks 2, Oilers 2 after 2. 17 minutes left to go in the second period. Flames 1, Wild nothing. Ooh, excuse me. Other 3 games in the roster. Senators 5, Canadians 2. Wings 4, Lightning 3. And the Penguins 4, Devils 2. Tomorrow there's 11 games on the schedule for a busy Saturday, starting at 10:30 in the morning in the Pacific. Islanders, Flyers, Capitals, Blue Jackets, Rangers, Carolina, Avalanche, Kings. Come on, Colorado, win that game. Buffalo, Florida, Montreal, Toronto, Jets, Hawks, Mammoth, Stars, Wild, Kraken, Predators, Knights. And the final game of the night, Blues, Kraken. We're a playoff team now. I'm so sick and tired of hearing the comparison from us to East Coast teams. It's honestly, guys, this team has been going through the motions since Game 60. Let's not kid ourselves. Game 60, when we knew, and this is the problem I have as an Oilers fan with this team. This is the biggest problem I have with this team. As soon as they know that there's no, as soon as we know that the probability of us not making the playoffs happened, they stop playing. Let's all be honest. This team stopped giving a shit. Good, bad, or indifferent, this team stopped playing. What do you mean? For a cup contender? I don't understand why you're upset that we haven't clinched yet. There's nothing to be upset about. I guess I don't see what you're talking about. Do you want to know why Colorado's clinched? Do you want to know why Dallas clinched? Do you want to know why LA is clinched? It's not because they have more points. They also have a lot more games. They played their games more than us. I get your frustration, but I just don't believe in it. I don't care. There's no mathematical way this team doesn't make the playoffs. And I will preface this, and I'll preface this honestly. You take away McKinnon, you take away McCarr, you take away Toews, you take away their starting goalie. You take all those players away from Colorado, what do you have? A team that's not a wild card team. All right, flip side. You take away Dallas's top 4 players. You take away all their 2 top goal scorers. You take away their best defenseman. And you take away Ottinger. What do you have? A whole lot of fucking nothing. You don't have a playoff team. You have a team that's going to lose 10 straight, 11 straight. Might squeeze out a win. I'm sorry, but what the Oilers are doing without McDavid for the most part, without Draisaitl, without Ekholm, without their number 1 goalie. Yes, Stuart Skinner may not be a number 1 goalie on most teams, but for us he is. And still be able to be in games and win games. It's nothing short of a miracle. And I will turn it on you again. Take away Vegas's top 2 goal scorers. Take away their best defenseman. Take away their number 1 goalie. What do you have? You have a team that barely makes or misses the playoffs. You did it with Pittsburgh. How bad was Pittsburgh when you took Malkin out of the lineup, Crosby out of the lineup? They were not winning any games at all. They were losing by a boatload. I'm just saying, like, we can't expect greatness from a preseason lineup. And then we lost Hyman this game, and we've lost Ekholm this game again. So now we're down another forward and another defenseman. But I understand your frustration. I understand the frustration you guys have as fans that this team should have clinched a long time ago. Fine. Good. Let them win. I'm not worried about the Flames winning. Like I said, the Flames could win out, and the Oilers just need 1 point. Fair. I'm just saying, if the Oilers were 100% healthy and playing like this, I would be up their asses asking questions, throwing stuff at my TV, having a knip shit. But because of all that, I'm not worried. Maybe I'm just old school and I don't think this 82-game regular seasons matter, but maybe. But that's the thing. It's not like they're being outworked by this San Jose team. They're not being outworked. They're not being outshot. They've hit 2 goalposts. I don't know. I guess, I don't know. I get what you're saying. I understand what everybody's saying. I get it. I understand it. I realize it. I probably feel like He probably feels like I'm the only one on this. Everything's going to be okay. Maybe I'm the only one that feels like that. Just everything is going to be okay. This team is fine. Yeah. I just feel like this team is going to be okay. Yeah, Nurse having a rough game. And I'm okay with being I am okay with being that one guy out of a million. Guys, I am okay with being that one guy. But they're not losing the game, Epic. They're not losing the game right now. They're tied 2-2 going the third period. This is the period where I want to see the Oilers step up the pace. That's the thing, Nick. People don't realize that you can't just throw guys on the line. What happened to Colorado yesterday? They were missing Nathan MacKinnon. I can't remember what happened to them. I can't remember. They were missing one guy, one key guy in their lineup. What happened to Colorado yesterday? I can't remember. Can somebody refresh my memory? Did Colorado win the game when they were missing one of their guys? They were missing one of their guys, and they... Huh. Oh, that's right. They lost. But Matt, they were just missing Nathan MacKinnon. They were missing just Nathan MacKinnon, and they lost a hockey game. Now imagine if they were missing Nathan MacKinnon, they were missing Makar, Taves. I'm just saying, guys. We gotta find a way to broaden our scope of the microscope here. Like, it's rough, it's tough. I get it. It is tough because this team, and that's one thing I will say this. Who keeps saying they're cup contenders? The media keeps saying it. I don't know if I don't like the label of cup contender because that puts so much pressure on you that when you do have a bad game, you get trolled online. Oh, but I thought you were cup contenders. I thought you were supposed to be good. You can't have bad games. You can't have bad stretches in a game. I'm just throwing that out there. And look how well that worked out for them in the playoffs, Nick. That's why when I heard that Colorado was getting Blackwood after they got Wedgwood, I laughed. Oh, well, Blackwood's going to be the answer to all our prayers. He's going to be a really great goalie for us. What has he done when the pressure is on and the games matter? Not very good. But I guess that's the benefit of doubt I have of watching 1,127 hockey games a year. No, absolutely. Last year, Epic, I understand. I know what you're saying, and I get what you're saying, and I feel what you're saying. Maybe it's by design. How do I say this without breaking confidentiality? This is where me knowing people hurts me a lot, and it gets me into trouble. Because I can say things, but there's certain things I can't say. I can share things, but there's certain things I can't share. So, what happened to this team being a run and gun team last year? How close did they get last year to winning the Cup? And how did they lose Game 7? I'm just trying to tell you guys it's by design. This team has changed fundamentally by design. The injuries right now have sucked. The injuries were not part of the plan, but the way they're playing is by design. And let's be realistic, guys. Without that 16-game winning streak we had, we would have been the laughingstock of the league and not in playoffs. again, you're feeding way too much into schematics of clinching and not clinching. It's that part isn't by design. Epic, I'm saying, like, I'm about to get real mad, and I don't want to get mad because I'm trying to understand where you're coming from, but you have to understand where I'm coming from. The season was by design. No more run and gun, high scoring bullshit. All right, I'm just gonna call it what it is, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chad. I have to. It's comments like that get me right heated. What happened the last 7 years that the Oilers played run and gun hockey, where they were scoring 8 goals a game, 7 goals a game, 6 goals a game, but they were getting scored on 5-4-6-7, 5-4-6-7, 5-4-6-7. What does this year's team look like? How many 6-goal games, 7-goal games have they scored? Maybe 5? Turn that around. How many 3-2-1 3-goal games has this team been in, where the other team's only gotten 3 goals, 2 goals, 1 goal, and we've won the majority of them? This was all by design for the players to play playoff hockey. Did we think that McDavid would get hurt? Did we think Draisaitl would get hurt? Did we think that there'd be a flu that would ravage through this team halfway through the year? Did we think that after the Four Nations Cup that half our lineup would be out? No, we did not think that. I'm telling you, as a matter of fact, if we came back from Four Nations healthy as we went in, this team would have went on another 5, 6, 7 game heater. We'd be in where Vegas is in. We'd be at 110 to 103 points. And we'd be a playoff team, and we wouldn't be talking about all this. But here we are. No defense. We're missing 2 of our top defensemen. We're missing 2 of our top forwards. And arguably we're missing our top goalie. So I get what you're saying. I'm understanding what you're saying. But you have to see where I'm coming from with the information that I know, that it's all by the not making playoffs was not by design. And trust you when I tell you this, the people up above Bowman right now are pissed that this team hasn't clinched a playoff spot. Bowman and higher right now are pissed off right now that this team is still not clinched. But they also understand that this team is in preseason mode right now, with the way the roster's allocated and the way the roster's put in for lineup game in, game out right now. For the last 10 games, you've seen a preseason roster where everybody's had to play with everybody, which I will tell you will help this team in playoffs when you can help anybody play with anybody. The Flames are absolutely going to take a wild card spot from St. Louis. Absolutely they are. And that's going to suck for St. Louis.
6 defensemen, and they're going to finish this one with 11 forwards and 5 defensemen.
11 forwards, 5 defensemen. Everybody's going to play with everybody. It's going to help them be better for playoffs.
Power play looking to give it its first lead, and a shot wired wide by Matt.
But trust me, guys, I understand your guys' frustration. Hey, Bunny, I get it. I get where you guys are coming from.
Sharks power play has been struggling, as we've talked about.
I completely understand. I completely respect exactly what you're saying.
Brady and Smith trade the puck. It's Celebrini. Eklund.
I just hate how
Eklund shot denied by Pickard. Rebound Smith to the point for Wenberg. He shoots, and that
this team had so much hope after the Four Nations, and injuries and stupidity happened.
Celebrini.
Again, kids not being fucking vaccinated pisses me off. I'm sorry, but this flu that's going through the city right now, making a lot of people sick, it's a joke and shouldn't happen. Thanks to our government, though.
Interior pass. Good read by Kulak. The spin, the steal, and the length of the ice clear. Sharks will change it up with 40 seconds left on the man advantage. 2-2 hockey game all year long. These two teams have had opposite fortunes in tight games. Barkley Goodrow as the Sharks try to flip the script. Able to knock it down, send it across. Kovalenko unable to one-time that on net. A bouncing puck played by Liljegren over to Carlson. He shoots, and that stayed out. And the rebound came off the glass all the way down the ice, and that should pretty much do it. The Oilers have wiped out 17 in a row for the opposition.
17 power plays in a row killed.
Emerson a collision. Nurse out of the box. Puck nudged in front, broken up. Goodrow can't get there. Kovalenko hard rim around. That got caught up. Kovalenko dropped in his tracks. Came together with Henry, and now Brett Kulak to set the table.
Oh, for sure. The fans are just as equally pissed, and I completely understand it.
Weird hop to McDavid. He dishes, and that was broken up. Trying to feed Arvidsson, who had it lined up for a one-timer. Dellandrea. Good play by Bouchard defensively to take that out of his feet. Get it up for McDavid. And back to Bouchard. He'll duck around Dellandrea, and the Oilers and their fans perhaps recognizing the team's a bit short-handed, needs a little energy.
Arvidsson gets tackled, taken down, no call, ref?
Oh, Stopchuk will drop it off for Henry Thrum. That outlet is poorly delivered.
Icing against the San Jose Sharks. Guys, I'm not that big of a homer to know that the situation looks bad. I get it.
This period.
But I am that homer to understand why it looks bad, and
no payments, no interest.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Good movement here.
But I understand you guys' frustrations, absolutely.
This shot here by Smith, short side and trying to go upstairs, up over top of the shoulder of Calvin Pickard and Ruda with a nice defense.
Who said this team was supposed to be the best Oilers team since the dynasty? That's a goal! Come on, ref! Please tell me that went in. I want to hear a horn or something.
I would argue he's been around it for a while. He has started to buzz here. This fourth line you mentioned
isn't supposed to be that team.
They've been buzzing, and three big guys that can
no, that's
skate,
off the
no
crossbar.
Three
posts.
You know, really provided that.
I will tell you this, Epic. It was supposed to be that team until COVID happened.
But once they're in the offensive zone, all three guys have been buzzing, tracking.
Again, I'm gonna say this. How many cups does Colorado have with all their superstars they have?
Goes off the glove of Romanov, off the bar.
How many cups does Toronto have with all their superstars they have? How many cups does Dallas have with all the superstars they have?
I initially thought Kapanen might have gotten a piece of that, but you're right. It went off the glove of goaltender Romanov. Jones, he had a wraparound earlier that would have
I'm just saying.
This one off the
COVID
glove,
fucked a lot of people up.
He's skating well.
COVID ruined, and I'm going to preface COVID by Gary Bettman.
First one as an Oiler. And this line, that line has been buzzing and creating chances.
Yeah, exactly, Nick. I thought that was a goal live, too. But that's what I mean. Like, COVID, more specifically Gary Bettman, fucked over the league by keeping the salary cap stagnant the way it is. Instead of raising it when he made so much money for the league, he kept the salary cap the same way for 5 years.
Too late now.
Yep, here's Jones bouncing it in. Driving toward the net is Phil. Take it down.
No call on that, ref? Tackled him again.
Got a little bit of an argument. Looked like that was a chop by Goodrow to take down.
That was a takedown, UFC style. No call, though, because my name is referee number 1.
An attempted stick by Goodrow to take this puck away. And here it is here. Right there, just kind of...
It sucks. Like, we signed that Bouchard and Nurse contract. We signed that Nurse contract thinking, and maybe we shouldn't have. There's a takedown. Like, that's a fucking penalty. Is a penalty. Is a penalty. What a joke. And you're looking right at it. Like, that is a penalty. You're looking right at his stick between his legs. Ay, yas.
The face off. Brown and Nurse, a shot. Doesn't reach Romanov. The rebound collected by Liljegren. Did not get it out, though. Pestered by Skinner. Created for Brown. Now McDavid to Darnell Nurse.
That Nurse contract was supposed to be the start of salary cap going up $5 million every year. So they were comfortable giving Nurse that money because, hey, next year the cap's going up by $5 million. So it'll be a very small blimp on our radar for cap hit.
That was the less surprising.
Damn, that cap didn't move.
Here's a shot by Rudin. That was redirected.
There's no perfect recipe, is there? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
McDavid, a shot blistered high and wide. He was more surprised because the combo had not been.
Bouchard just gets tripped, no call again.
Penalty on Bouchard. That's the second one he's drawn.
Oh, there is one. The back ref called it a penalty. Funny how the back ref not watching a damn thing called a penalty, but the other guy didn't.
Delayed power play. The Oilers scored in this circumstance on Wednesday night against the Blues. Here's Perry. Trying to thread it through. Traffic. Emerson will leave it for McDavid. Pressure for Mecklen. Bouchard. Perry.
Off the post, the third post of the game. Or is that the fourth?
15 minutes to go in the
Probably the fourth.
Brown to McDavid. Bouchard thought about a one-time. Instead to McDavid. Given a second opportunity. Over to Connor Brown. McDavid. One-timer. Bouchard stops. The rebound. Skinner. Bouchard. McDavid.
Oh yeah, I know he did, didn't he? Frig. New pair of boots. Took him a while.
42nd. 6 on 5. Here's McDavid. Side of the net. Perry. This is going to be about a 3-minute power play.
Yeah, 3-minute power play. 6 on 5 for a minute and a half already. That's awesome.
Corey Perry.
Third audible, yeah. One invisible, third audible, yeah.
McDavid gliding, centering, and that went off a stick, trying to touch up as Will Smith. He does. And there's the whistle with 14:06 to go in the third period. That was 90 seconds on the delay call.
Nobody happier to see it blow down, and who blew it down was Cody Beach, who had his arm in the air again. This ripper by McDavid didn't miss by much. Nice shot through the defenseman.
So you call that, but you missed the blatant one?
Bouchard once again navigating with a puck on his stick. And you know, in a situation like this, Jack, when you know the San Jose Sharks, that armadillo, they're closing things out.
Oh yeah,
You have to have that shooter
stage of,
mentality. Don't have to
God
ask Corey
damn, my
Perry
feet
or
hurt.
Evan Bouchard.
All right, boys, let's score on this. Let's leave no doubt. Let's leave no doubt in this game. Come on now.
Real endurance. He looked like Judd Nelson at the end of Breakfast
Shake
Club.
it out. Shake it out.
Face off. Right side of Romanov. Sharks are flirting with disaster here. Fifth
Come on,
power
Oilers.
play for Edmonton.
Let's leave no doubt here.
Oilers already have won the night. Bouchard scored it. Over to McDavid. Looking to regain the lead. One-timer. Bouchard missed. Rebound Arvidsson. Henrique and Perry in the slot. Liljegren fails to get it out.
Why do I want that?
Arvidsson.
What?
Bouchard.
Oh shoot!
McDavid
Yes.
showing one-timer.
I
Arvidsson
totally.
trying to slip it in front. That was deflected. McDavid knows he's got the one-timer on that side. Played back to
Totally
Bouchard.
remember.
by
I remember
Henrique.
that.
Now McDavid. A shot deflects out of play. 13:26 to go in the game. $1:20 left in the call to Wenberg.
Good battle along the wall here by Arvidsson.
Love you.
That puck battle once he did. Bouchard
Just a second, I'll be
gets
right
the
back,
puck,
guys.
and this is the blast earlier by Bouchard. He's just trying to control it. And again, I don't know if Romanov got a piece of that. I think he might have with the blockers. He fends that one off. A riser by Bouchard. I thought there was one little opportunity where Corey Perry found himself alone in front of the net, waving that stick. One of the best net front guys in the league. Get it there if he's open.
Bouchard and McDavid have been out there for 3 straight minutes now, Louis. Corey Perry, 2:10 and counting as the Oilers remain on the man advantage. I guess when you're on the power play, it doesn't matter. You can be out there for 5 minutes. You won't get tired. McDavid lost the handle. Bouchard at center.
Poke check by Delandria there.
Around Goodrow. Now you've got Arvidsson, Adam Henrique. Bouchard with 45 seconds to go on the power play. Corey Perry. Bouchard. No Hyman, no Afcombe, remember. McDavid gives it back to Bouchard, Adam Henrique. A second time, Henrique. Bouchard. Brown getting antsy for a shot. Into the slot, Arvidsson could not control. McDavid dialing it up in front. Jammed by Perry. Oh! Corey Perry stuffs it in. His 17th of the year. It's a power play goal. And the Oilers regain the lead 3-2.
this one. A lot of possession time in zone, not a lot of shots that get to the net, and Corey Perry just continues to buy his time. Zach Hyman out, getting an opportunity.
Sorry, guys. Corey Perry scores! Bang, 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 bang.
That's the key. Once he kind of backs up, solidifies himself, that stick down on the ice. He's been doing this for 2 years.
And I've been muted. So, can we call that now? Can we call it now? 100-point season for Connor McDavid? You didn't miss my... I just said, Nick, that's kind of funny. I think Corey Perry will either retire with a cup this year or go to another team. Yeah, Perry's old. I'm older than Perry, but Perry's old. I grew up with Getzlaff. That's little tidbit for people that you're not wrong, barbershop. That's the problem. And that's being addressed in the offseason, guys, is the Oilers' toughness. I think what you're going to see this Oilers team do is realize that they have McDavid, they have Draisaitl, they have Hopkins, they have Hyman, they have their goal scorers, they have their point munchers, shall we say. They're going to fill up on players that are beat you in the face and take your money while we do it type players in the offseason. The Max Joneses, the Trent Friedrichs, the Sam Bennetts. Can score a goal here or there when you need them to, but for the most part, they're going to punch you in the face and take your school money.
Home, 3-2 Edmonton.
446 goals for Corey Perry in his amazing career.
Oh, I bet, Northern, I bet. That's awesome.
Off the face-off, Wenberg will play it back behind.
Well, the Patrick Maroon situation was a joke and never should have been signed.
So Foley.
Lucic was a joke and never should have been signed. And what happened with Patrick Maroon is he was a douchebag and left to chase cups. Because this team wasn't ready to contend for cups. This team was ready for playoffs year after year after year, but it wasn't ready for that long stretch of cups. Now it is ready. Scores 3-2, 10 minutes left to go in the third period. Shots are 31-16 for the Oilers.
Colson engaged. Twisted back to him by Arvidsson. Now Ruda powered off.
If you're light, no Hyman, no Ekholm, no Wallman, no Draisaitl. That's a slash on the hands not called. Holy fuck, you're garbage. Another slash on the hands not called by this stupid referee,
10
man.
minutes to play, third period. Oilers have beaten the Sharks twice by a 3-2 score, and they're up 3-2 tonight. Classic. Shoveled in front, off the pads and Picker.
Hey, ref, check your beeper. You missed a few calls. Yes, Northern is at the game. So is Giannis. Giannis is at the game. Northern is at the game. We got a strong contingent of Oilers fan reaction. McDavid shot, save made.
Of goaltender Georgi Romanov. 4-shot, 8th attempt for that man, Connor McDavid. Here's what we were talking about. Yanmark
Just
one hard
fucking
on the hands.
two-hand slash on the
None
figure
worse for
eight.
wear for a chance
And he
to
knew he
win
should have got a
the
penalty too. He's like, yeah, I got away with that one.
Finger.
If I'm going to get away with it, I'm going to do it. But yeah. I have no comment, Nick. I have no comment. Oh. No, Ryan Rashog's too big time. He's too big time. No, I actually really love Ryan Rashog. Really great guy. Like, I hate how it all ended with the TSN radio stuff in Edmonton. I'm very pissed off at Bell for ending that friendship or business opportunity. But hey, the group of guys they have there now, great group of guys at Sports 1440. Great group of guys. Yeah, Nick, like, when I found out that 1260 was going to be away, I was like, what? Why? Like, what is the purpose of you not keeping that? But then hearing that they kept Calgary, like, what? Yes, Edmonton Sports Talk on YouTube. That's the same guys, Nick. That's the same guys. 1440 and Sports Talk are the same guys. Dusty Nielsen is such a character. Like, him and Lieutenant Dan, characters, man. Just characters.
2 goals, so keep trying if it doesn't go in.
The Oilers get one to go in. 2 have gone in on the power play, shot by Henrique. And I think back to what Ryan Warsofsky told us this morning is San Jose's special teams has cost them dearly. We'll look at it tonight. The Oilers 2 for 5, the Sharks 0 for 2. It's the difference in the hockey game.
Oh, I gotta get a hat and t-shirt made before playoffs.
Bouchard and Nurse are going to come off here. Kulak
Excellent.
and Emberson defensively.
Thank you,
Bill
buddy.
will take the draw,
Appreciate your
played
return.
by Henrique and Perry.
Yeah, I'm awake by then. Except I get woken up by other things. Like a kid jumping on you and hitting you. Dad, you awake? Dad, you awake? Dad. Sun's awake. I'm awake. Sun's up. I'm up. Oh, child.
Close quarters. Moves it up. Oh, stop jump. Lifted toward the net. It's going to be on net, so no ice.
8.5 left to go in the third period. Shots are too many, not enough by the Edmonton Oilers. Score is 3-2. But remember what I said to start the stream, guys. By the way, my name is Matt for Oilers Fan Reaction. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe.
Shoots it in from center.
I beg you, please.
All 3 Edmonton goals tonight.
It's either going to be a blowout by the Oilers or a really close game. win by the Oilers. And I said the score is going to be 2-1, 3-2. Barbershop.
Play casino.
I can't help it if these idiots at the crowd do the wave. You will never see me do a wave at Oiler games. Ever. I will be that one guy that stands out for sitting there like a humbug. Scrooge on Christmas.
Terrific young players, highly elite, a couple of them on the ice right now, and Celebrini and Smith. But these are the numbers, and you can see where they rank in the league. It's a very important.
Yes, they did. Good for them.
Games, and they know it. But what you do like about San Jose right
now the Blues can get the piss beat out of them tomorrow night, and all is right in the world.
Going to continue to work, and they're young enough right now that they're just trying to be better each and every day. And as the head coach has talked about that,
right, Nick?
That's most you can ask from a young team trying to find their way.
San Jose winless in its last 7. Started the year winless in 9. Then they went on a run of 10-6-3 and promptly lost 28 of their next 33 hockey games. Here's Smith, a shot, double deflection, came up on the boards, picked up by Celebrini. Cross ice, open man, Carlson denied by Taylor. Lucas Carlson put it behind the net. Kovalenko, Ruda, Will Smith, shot blocked by Nurse, didn't get it out. Smith fell down. Carlson there with support. Ruda, Kovalenko open. Smith did it one time and might have cost him a goal there. Put it behind the net for Celebrini. He was wide open. Sauce across. Carlson did a nice job of knocking it down, but now he's interception. Carlson holds sway at the blue line. Here's Smith in the net, and he wristed one line.
Okay, can we get the puck out now? Come on, Connor, get the puck out. Oy, oy, oy.
Celebrini on the back door, but he elected to shoot. He's got a great shot, and he is 5 goals in his last 4 games.
Nick, you're awesome.
Much, but just a little on the inside.
I love you, kid.
Jitterbugging his way through as Janmark, little give and go with Patolson. Back to Stetcher. Kulak. Arvidsson a shot.
You know what, truthfully, I think this could be a really good fourth line for the Oilers in the playoffs. Podkolzin, Arvidsson, and Janmark? Yeah, you're not wrong, Epic. You're absolutely not wrong with that. And that's where guys like Ekholm and Wallman will help, because then you could get that puck out easy.
And kept it in for a second time. Arvidsson has Janmark in the slot, put it threaded through. And now you've got Jack Thompson.
Well, now the Oilers in return have
another good shift for Edmonton. Good work.
Done the thing.
Janmark has his stick pinned against the dashers. Finally chiseled free by Wenberg. Wants the home run, but it's not there. So he'll just drop it off to Vlasic. And Pickles will reset.
Kind of shift you like to see, trying to close out a third period, Jack. Get out there, grind a team down, keep them hemmed in the end zone. The next lineup tries to go and duplicate.
And one got it in deep. Big hit. Oh, stop juck on Emerson. Down the right-hand side, Noah Phil. Jones to the net, hooked it free. And again, Kapanen was close, but couldn't come up with a loose puck. Oh, stop juck. And golfed out safely by Lilgren.
You're not wrong, Nick. Like, that's kind of why Skinner was playing where he was, with who he was playing with. I actually really do like this line of Skinner, McDavid, and Brown. But we know that's Hyman's spot up there instead of Brown, or instead of Skinner. So I think it's going to be Skinner, McDavid, and Hyman. And then you've got Draisaitl with probably Kane and Friedrich. 5 minutes left to go in the third period. Oh, that's a different Vlasic. I think that's Marc-Edouard Vlasic. This is cousin or not related at all to that Vlasic. That's offside.
This is an offside whistled against San Jose.
You're talking about the old Vlasic.
That transitional play, the youngsters trying to tie this up. Here's Carlson down as a good look, good block.
Yeah, you're not wrong, eh? First chance is going to be on a cup contending, on a good team. Sorry, I'm not going to call them cup contenders anymore. I'm going to say on a good team. Yeah, right. Like, I thought that too. No, you're not wrong. Like, when we first played them this year, I'm like, Marc-Edouard Vlasic's still in the NHL? That guy was around when freaking Joe Thornton and Patrick Marleau and all those guys in San Jose were rolling the streets. Yeah, there's two of them. No, exactly, right? I made that mistake too because I was talking with somebody that knows the thing that I talk about usually. So when I talk to somebody, I'm talking to this guy. He's my insider of all insiders. So yeah, I made that mistake too because I was talking. I was like, man, the longevity of Marc-Edouard Vlasic, man. The guy has been in the league for 30 years. He's like, Matt, you're a moron. I'm like, what do you mean I'm a moron? It's not the same guy. I'm like, yes, it is. And no, I'm wrong. It is the same guy. He's 38 years old. Wow. But there's another Vlasic that plays for the Sharks as well. I could swear there's two Vlasics out there. I could swear. Oh, Mexico. That's right. Jones is on his way to Mexico.
Who just stands his ground. He knows it's coming, gets himself
but
makes the tripod and finishes this one off.
My insider's not Paul Bissonnette. I wouldn't trust Paul Bissonnette with anything. That guy's got loose lips that can sink ships. As much as I love Ryan Whitney, I can't stand Paul Bissonnette. The guy...
Up the league's all-time goal-scoring leaders. Approaching top 70 stats.
Yeah.
Celebrating, bringing it in, dishing off one-timer.
Nurse with an awesome block there. 4 minutes left to go in the game.
Tough block made by Darnell Nurse, who saved the game the other night against St. Louis. And Nathan Walker creating the play that resulted in Browns game winners, set up by McDavid.
I honestly think there's another Vlasic though. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that because I'm honestly sure there's two Vlasics that play in the NHL right now.
Quietly, Wenberg in deep for Eklund. We'll start keeping an eye on Romanov here as we approach the 3-minute mark.
Yes, Alec Vlasic.
Plexi down the right-hand side.
Plays for Chicago Blackhawks.
Tracked by Jack Thompson. They'll play it up the boards. Eklund digging in against Troy Stetcher. Grappling. Stetcher held sway.
No, like, yeah, I can't stand Paul Bissonnette. That guy gets too many beers into him, and he starts talking about things he shouldn't talk about. Too many beers and too many lines of the white stuff, and that guy. Right? Or Elias Pettersson. Did you know that there's 3 Elias Petterssons in the NHL, and 2 of them play for the Vancouver Canucks? Wouldn't that be crazy if they all played for Vancouver? Elias Pettersson scores a goal assisted by Elias Pettersson and Elias Pettersson. Time, 19:19 of the third period. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third. Gotta catch them all, right?
Nice look by Philp there. Drove wide the back threaded that puck through. It was there for the take.
2 minutes left to go in the third period. Shots are 33-20 for the Oilers. Scores 3-2 for the Oilers. Where do you find all your trees in Newfoundland? Between 2 and 4. Little Newfoundlandese joke for y'all. Best Newfoundlander joke teller that I've ever heard in my life. Guy named Buddy, what's his name? Jesus.
Getting away with an empty netter. We'll see if the Oilers can find the range. But first, it's Will Smith digging in as McDavid. Stays along the end boards for Wenberg. Out to celebrating. Janmark crowds him. Back to the point. Lilberg.
1.5 minutes left to go. Empty netter. Hey, I get to use this graphic again. 3 Pedersens are on Vancouver. Thank you for correcting me. They did pick up that third one.
Just ask your doctor.
That's right. They did late this year. They picked up that third one. What the fuck is Vancouver doing? Like, honestly.
Pass across right here by Toffoli.
Like, you can have a few Millers, but you can't have a bunch of Pedersens.
There's a second, and I think he chops at it a third time, and Calvin Pickard stays strong with the left pad.
Louis, I'm not sure he's made a better save all year. I mean, that was a pretty determined finish by Eklund, and he flashed out the left pad.
He got all of the first one. And for Pickard,
See, I love you guys when you correct me when I talk out my butthole. If I'm not completely 100% sure, but I'm kind of sure.
That's a great save.
Close it out.
Styles. Gotta collect all the Infinity Stones. Minute and a half left. Timeout San Jose. Face off deep in the Oilers zone. Will they score an empty netter? Or will they get scored on? Is overtime coming? Or does this team finally clinch a playoff spot? Although Calgary keeps winning. So there's that.
A year like San Jose has had, and these are the kind of games where you grow during the game.
Celebrating, lining up against Adam Henry.
Come on, guys.
McDavid and Brown in the slot. Kick freeze. Sharks aren't done yet. Will Smith. Liljegren dishing off. Celebrating a one-timer. A save made by Pickard. Rebound skips right to Will Smith. Another shot. And that ricochets wide. Toffoli can't get to the rebound. Minute 15 to go. The net is empty. 6-on-5. Oilers lead at 3-2. Toffoli a shot. Deflected up over the crossbar. Celebrating. McDavid picked it off. Trying to snap it ahead. Connor Brown has the empty net. Liljegren ties him up and Brown ends up.
Wow, whole lot of fucking holding on there. 50 seconds left to go in the third period. 3-2 Edmonton. Bring it home, Jack.
They want to do it in victorious fashion. Here's Henry. Checked by Wenberg. Digging.
Will I get to use my other graphic I created? That'd be great if I did.
Sharks. 2 hard-luck defeats already to Edmonton. Trying to avoid a third. What a move by McDavid.
McDavid gets slashed, no call. Nurse gives it to Brown. Brown scores an empty net goal! 4-2! Down the stretch they go! Connor Brown gets the goal! Nurse gets .3 hundo!
It hasn't been a bright spot open.
Hi friends, I'm back.
Darnell Nurse, and that's point number 300 for Darnell Nurse in his NHL career.
Oilers win, Oilers win, celebrate.
The Oilers, 6 straight years in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Celebrate, we have clinched a playoff spot. So epic. The Oilers have now clinched a playoff spot. Are we happy now? Let's play some La Bamba, baby.
They found a way to close this one out. Great effort by Calvin Pickard with his best save in the third period to deny San Jose of another comeback they did it 2 nights ago. performance tonight.
Oilers
Ty
finished the
Emerson
game with
his
16
first
players.
Goals an Oiler. First goal in 90 games. It was a big one. Third star, Evan Bouchard, drawing a couple penalties.
Down a forward, down a defenseman. No worries. Oilers win. Oilers win. Play La Bamba, baby. What a great game. What a great game we call. No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It is time to rest McDavid, Draisaitl, Hopkins, Hyman. Just let them all rest. Let them all rest. You're not wrong, eh, Nick? Oh, good Lord. Oh, man. What a game. What a game. And thank you guys for being here, honestly. Again, my name is Matt. If you guys like my excitement, it never ends. It never stops. It never goes to sleep. I am a passionate person about things I know, and I know the Oilers. Much like other people in this chat, and I'm not going to name names and all that, I have some privy information that I'm allowed to share. I have privy information that I'm not allowed to share when it comes to the Oilers. I didn't sign any NDA or any contract saying that I wasn't allowed to talk about it, but out of respect for the person that tells me the information, I don't talk about more than I should. Just being out of respect, out of knowing things. Do I think the Oilers are going to rest their star players now? No. I think McDavid's tired of sitting. I think Draisaitl's tired of sitting. Absolutely. Like, I've known this guy for going on 15 years. Like, he knows I would never give up anything that the average fan doesn't know. And for the most part, I know things a day or two in advance than you guys find out. But you guys all find out the stuff eventually. I just know the things sooner. That's all. Like, I just know things a day or two before you guys do. It's tough. Oh, his Achilles. I think his Achilles got stepped on there. Ekholm got his back of his foot stepped on. Oh, that's bad. But I will tell you this. We will see Evander Kane, Game 1, Round 1. We will see Trent Friedrich, Game 1, Round 1. We will see Draisaitl. We will see McDavid. We'll see Stuart Skinner. Skinner's playing on Monday. I can tell you guys that for free. They want to have Skinner play against LA to see if he can do it. If he can't, well, Calvin Pickard, you're the starting goalie of the playoffs. And he's earned it. I'm not going to lie. Calvin Pickard has earned the spot to at least show us he's a starter. But then again, he's also faltered a little bit. But before I go, I will tell you the out-of-town scoreboards because, oh boy, this game was never in doubt. Oilers win 4-2. Never in doubt. Bruce, you're gone but never forgotten. That's one thing that I will be very proud to say. I could call you a friend. The conversations you and I have had, my friend. Sorry, I got a phone call. Hello? Oh. Okay, well, I'll send you his number and you can call him. Okay. Love you. But sorry about that, friends and amigos. Calgary 3, Wild nothing with 15 minutes left to go in the third period. The Senators beat the Canadiens 5-2. The Red Wings beat the Lightning 4-3. The Penguins beat the Devils 4-2. The Oilers beat the Sharks 4-2. In case you missed it, Evan Bouchard gets us started on the power play, assisted by McDavid and Henrique. Dan Emberson gets us really going. He scores his first goal as an Oiler. McDavid and Bouchard 2-0 Edmonton. Hold my beer, says Will Smith. He gets his 18th of the year. Starting the second period off strong, the San Jose Sharks. Henry Thurin gets his second goal of the year. We are tied 2-2s. And then Corey Perry says, wait. Young kids, sit down. Young kids, sit down. Corey Perry scores his 17th, assisted by McDavid and Henrique on the power play. And an empty netter. Yes, the Oilers do score those from times to times. Connor Brown gets his 12th goal of the year. Nurse and McDavid get the assist. Darnell Nurse, I believe that is an epic point for you, my friend. I just got to make sure I'm not talking out my bum. I believe that is point 300 for Darnell Nurse. What a career he has had for himself in Edmonton. If that is the case, if that really is career point 300. That is career point 300. 219 assists, 81 goals, 714 games played. Congratulations, Darnell Nurse. Oh. Yeah, no, I couldn't mute myself when I got the phone call. My bad. But I will let you guys go. I have to take another phone call here because this one's actually important, not just my wife. But this one's actually important. Not to say my wife's not important, but you guys know. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Thank you guys for being here. My name is Matt for OilersFanReaction. Stay tuned. Sunday afternoon, I will not be available Sunday. It's a 5:30 game. I can't do Sunday afternoon games. But I'll be back Monday for the important game against LA. Till then, toodles, deuces, peace.